Hi, Blaine here. Install the Pocketfm app by clicking on the link in the description and unlock all seasons of our story Rekindled Heartache.
Blaine, what are you doing?
Blaine touched Zoey on the neck while holding her wrist tightly.
You have a high fever, Zoey. We gotta go to the emergency room.
I'm fine. You don't need to.
Before Zoey could complete, Blaine held Zoey's hand and took her to the emergency room against her wishes.
Dangerously high fever and dehydration. And you said you're fine. Just rest here. I'll bring your meds.
Blaine, I'll pick up the medicine myself.
Blaine was about to leave the room when Zoey stopped him. He stood still for a few moments, crushing the prescription note in his hand before he turned to Zoey.
Time to tell Matthew about your illness. He should be here.
He's busy. Please don't bother him.
Call Matthew. He needs to know.
I'm fine. Go home and rest. It's almost midnight.
I can't leave you here alone. I won't rest easy.
I can't be staying here anyway. I've got my own business.
I bought expensive wine and condoms from you. How much commission did you earn?
I got $1,000 from that condom sale.
1,000. That's it? They can pay more. Are you selling counterfeit condoms?
Just because it's affordable doesn't mean it's fake, and you didn't even try them.
How do you know I didn't use them?
Aren't you allergic to those?
Seems like you remember my habits well.
Zoey blushed deeper, glaring at him.
Are you deaf or what? Don't joke around.
I'm going to take a nap. Wake me up if you feel uncomfortable.
Blaine laid down and propped his hands behind his head. Zoey felt relieved and watched him fall asleep.
Finally.
Zoey fell asleep as well. After 2 hours, as the last drops of IV liquid entered Zoey's body, Blaine got up and carefully removed the needle. But when he pulled the blanket away, he noticed her cold hands.
What the heck? She is still cold.
Blaine took off his coat and wrapped her in it. She nuzzled against him, murmuring in her sleep. He carried her in his arms and placed her in his car when she suddenly woke up.
What is happening?
Zoey hurriedly sat up and noticed Blaine's coat. A faint blush appeared on her face. She took off the coat and held it towards him.
It's cold, and you're only wearing a shirt. Aren't you afraid of catching a cold?
Blaine moved closer, causing Zoey to catch her breath. His proximity made her nervous.
Blaine, what are you doing?
I'm helping you raise the back of your seat. What did you think I was going to do?
Thank you for helping me tonight, and for driving me home. Oh, and thank you for the coat.
Blaine touched Zoey's hands, sensing her nervousness. Zoey tried to pull her hand away, but Blaine grabbed it.
Blaine
tightened his grip and their eyes met, but eventually he let go.
Sorry.
Blaine stopped the car at a distance from Zoey's house and leaned against the back of the car seat, not looking at her. Zoey looked at him, feeling guilty.
I'm going to go. Be careful on the road and drive safely.
I'm a bit tired.
Sorry, I'm the one who delayed your rest. It's already 3:30? I slept for such a long time. Why didn't you wake me up earlier?
What should we do? I don't think I could drive.
How about I stay here with you while you rest for a while?
I'm just teasing you. Go home and get some sleep.
Good night.
Zoey got out of the car, concerned about Blaine's tiredness.
Send me a text when you get home.
How far away is your house from here?
It's not far. Just down the street. A few minutes.
Blaine opened the car door and got out, surprising Zoey.
Come on. I'll walk you home. It's late. You shouldn't be out here all alone.
Blaine took the lead and Zoey followed, trying to decline.
Actually, that's not necessary. I'll be fine.
Aren't you afraid to be alone in the dark?
Blaine reached for Zoey's hand and held it. Zoey didn't ask him to leave. They walked hand in hand, savoring the moment.
What are you thinking about?
Nothing. We're here.
This is where you and Matthew live?
Blaine noticed Zoey's small, slightly run-down house and frowned. Zoey explained her living situation.
No, my mom and my sister live here.
Blaine suspected something was amiss.
Zoey, what's going on with you and Matthew?
Zoey, caught off guard, tried to come up with an excuse.
You know, Matthew is just like you. He doesn't spend much time at home.
Are you implying that you are usually rather lonely?
No, that's not what I meant. He has a house on the south side of the city, but usually he spends very little time at home. I'm afraid to live alone, so when Matthew is not around, I come and stay at my mom's house.
You want me to talk to him regarding this? He should give you more time. It's not only him working hard, not more than you for sure.
No, I have no issues with that.
Oh, well then, let's call it a night.
It's almost morning though. Bye, Blaine.
They said their goodbyes. Zoey turned and looked at Blaine as he walked away, feeling his warmth even after he was gone. The next night, Zoey was sitting anxiously outside the ICU, glancing through the glass window at Max.
Sis? Zoey?
Zoey turned, surprised to see Ziva approaching her with a bag of dinner.
Ziva, why are you here?
I've brought you dinner. It's still warm. Hurry up and eat it.
You didn't have to do that. I could grab something here later.
Mom said you were sick, and so she asked me to bring this to you. She made you chicken noodle soup.
Ziva peered into the ICU, noticing Max.
Sis, how much longer did the doctors think Max needs to stay in the ICU?
I don't know yet. They're monitoring the situation. He's still having some complications.
Ziva sat beside Zoey, trying to ease Zoey a little.
Well, here's something interesting to talk about. You'll never guess who I saw downstairs our home this morning when I was leaving for work.
Who?
It was Dr. Dexter. Can you believe it?
Really?
Yes, he was there. Wonder why he's hanging around the house so much.
So much?
I am sure he has been coming very often. For me, you know?
Zoey wondered to herself about Blaine's presence, feeling a mixture of surprise and curiosity.
Maybe he knows someone near our house.
Know someone near our house? If that's the case, then that's great news. I can find out who that person is and use them to get close to Dr. Dexter. Oh wait, you still don't know, do you, Zoey? Dr. Dexter isn't married. On the day of the wedding, Sofia's grandfather passed away, and they had to postpone it for 3 months. Isn't that great?
Wait, how do you know that?
Sofia said so herself.
What? You know Sofia?
Zoey was baffled to know that her sister Ziva and Sofia knew each other, especially days after Sofia had threatened to harm Ziva. How do Ziva and Sofia know each other? What does Sofia's connection with Ziva mean, and how did she manage to contact her? Is Sofia plotting against the Fuller sisters?
Hi, Blaine here. Hope you are loving Rekindled Heartache. Keep following us as we release new episodes of Rekindled Heartache Season 1 on YouTube. If you wish to jump the queue and unlock all seasons of the audio series, you can install the Pocketfm app by clicking on the link in the description. To watch the next episode of Season 1, tap here. And to watch the full Season 1, click on the playlist.